Yo, what's up, everybody, and welcome to another episode of Bomb Diggity Arcade. And we are now a day after Mario Day, which was March 10th. Man, I need a light. Kind of like backlit there. We as Texas opened up. That's where I live. And no mask. All the businesses are open. I don't know how you feel about that, one way or the other. It's kind of crazy. I did go and get a haircut. I hadn't got a haircut in a bit, so I just got my hair like all buzzed off. I actually got my hair cut. Believe it or not, we have like some really large grocery stores, which they have like several things. And one of the grocery stores actually had just a haircut place. And there was nobody there, so I was like, you know what? I'm gonna go ahead, run in with my mask, go get a haircut because I hadn't gotten a haircut in a long time, and my hair was getting a little long. So got a haircut and it's all buzzed off. So feels a little bit better. Today's a wonderful day. The weather's great. It's a little breezy, but we're kind of just doing a recap of these overflow games that are out here. And we in Texas have pretty decent weather as far as we don't have anything that's too crazy. But we did get that freak snowstorm that, I think was all over the media. And we did a little bit of covering of that. And, all these games were covered in snow, but luckily it was a very dry, powdery snow. So we were able to continuously get the snow off the games and get it swept and, all kind of like brushed off of here. And I think that really helped. I checked the games about a week after, and all the games were pretty much done. There was nothing that was really working. We have Pleiades over here. Pleiades was out, and it's still out. You can kind of see the marquees here. Geo 7's inside, and it is done. The Street Fighters, I think this one came on. This one was really dark. Galaga, Miss Pac were done. Kicks was done. Gyrus was, I think Gyrus was on. Popeye, I didn't touch it because, I was just kind of concerned about it. DK, I don't think I turned it on. Tubing has an LCD because it has that medium res monitor that it's really hard to come by. So it has an LCD, so I wasn't too worried about it because it doesn't have like a CRT. Operation Wolf, I didn't really try because that's my brother's game. Afterburner was done. It didn't come on. It was like really, really dark, the image. And Silver Strike, which is a very, very cool, fun game that we tend to play here. That one was, not even booting up. But we are now a few weeks out now. We're like 3 weeks out. I don't know, maybe going on 4 weeks. We're during spring break right now. And I am happy to say that all the games are back up. The only one that is not working is Pleiades. So Pleiades, I turned it on. I keep turning it on. It's working. The game's working. So if I come here, I'm going to go ahead and kind of coin it up. If I hit, you can hear it. It's playing blind. So the game's working. It does have a Geo 7. I do have a Geo 7 that I capped and I rebuilt. And I rebuilt it because I was rebuilding it for Miss Pac-Man over here. Because Miss Pac has a Geo 7 in it. But I actually bought a Geo 7 on Clove, a chassis. So now I have a rebuilt Geo 7, and then I have another Geo 7 that was rebuilt that's actually in the Miss Pac. So what I'm going to do is I am going to pull the chassis out of here and hope it's just the chassis. I'm going to pull the chassis. I don't know if I said the tube. But I'm going to pull the chassis out of Pleiades, and hopefully if I pull that chassis out, I replace it with the one that I rebuilt. Hopefully it'll bring this game back up, and we'll be working with the game again. We do have a TV out here. The TV was good. I haven't checked all of the games. I've checked most of the games. I haven't checked like Zaxxon and stuff like that. But I'm pretty sure it's okay because of the way the snow was coming in. Nothing really affected those games. But yeah, we had a really, really cold spell of weather. I mean, it was 9 degrees at one point, which for Texas, that's crazy. I mean, here 40s is cold. I mean, it does freeze here, but usually when it freezes like a night, and that's about it. We were down to freezing temperatures like almost a whole week, so it was pretty intense for us. A lot of busted pipes, a lot of people without utilities and whatnot. And, you know, I've talked about that. But happy to say that we didn't have any busted pipes. All our pipes were A-okay. The only thing we had to do was a septic lateral lines, but that was before the freeze. That costs $2,700 to get that done. And there's like dirt and, there's dirt and gravel everywhere. And I've been actually moving gravel. But let's get, I've done a lot of other outside projects, but let's go ahead and get some of this work done on this Pleiades. And by the way, I'm using the GoPro 9. I usually use the Osmo Action, so gonna see how this camera turns out. I haven't had a lot of luck with it, but I'm actually shooting in 4K now. When I was shooting in 5K, it seemed like it was having some issues, and I don't know if it was the memory card or what was going on. But hopefully everything on this video comes out okay. You know, I'm gonna go ahead and give this GoPro 9 a shot and just see how it works out. And then, yeah, let's go ahead and get started on it. And of course, yes, I use these cameras. I do have other cameras that are better cameras, but I use these cameras because I love how, like, you know, small they are. They shoot, you know, pretty decent video, but you can get really close, you know, and the camera's really small, so you can really get in and you can like see stuff that my bigger cameras, they can't really get into it because the lens is too big or the body of the camera is too big. And that's the reason why I really like shooting with these little action cameras, because they really get into the nooks and crannies. A lot of times when you're working on these games that, you know, you can't really get into with the larger cameras. Or you have to get out and set it on a tripod and then zoom in to really get what you're trying to focus on. But all right, so let me go get some tools and let's go ahead and open up Pleiades. Okay, so I have been going and trying to gather the necessary stuff just to actually get the back door open and just the tools. I have kind of tools scattered everywhere because I've been working back here in the back, in the far backyard. For those that don't know, I am actually on 7 acres of land. So it's a bit of a spacious, I was going to say it's quiet, but I can hear a siren. I'm waiting to see if, come on. Try to see if my dog will actually come with me. She always likes coming back here, but she always gets distracted by things. But yeah, and it's been really windy, and I just actually noticed that the canopy is actually blown over, so I probably got to get that adjusted and fixed. But I've been working with chainsaws because I've been having to cut brush and whatnot in preparation of the dedicated arcade and house that is going to be put back here. But as a result, my socket set's been here in the back. So coming back here to come get it, that's the walk that we're on. I figure this is a good opportunity to kind of show you like what I'm doing. And kind of like, you can kind of see here, a little hammock. And then I've been bringing gravel back here to kind of put around the trees. And initially this was going to be the spot where the arcade was going to be, but kind of had a change idea here. And you can see some more gravel. I know this video is kind of all over the place. Yeah, this was the canopy that I had, and it looks like, did it break one of the legs? That sucks if it did. It sure did. Looks like it broke one of the legs. That's crazy. Man, that sucks big time. Let's see what happened. Did it just totally bust it? Might have to look and see if I can do anything with that. But, so anyways, this has been kind of like the, what do you call it, the halfway point to work on the stuff. So that way I don't have to take the tools back and forth. So you can see how far I was. Okay, so anyways, back to what I was saying. Actually, my mom was, she was right here, and she asked me if I needed some help with the canopy to flip it back over. So we got the canopy flipped back over, fixed the leg, sort of. I do need, there's like a nut that came undone here, so I need to fix that. And then this had gotten unscrewed, so did that. This other piece like broke the metal, but it kind of rigged that back in there. But yeah, I mean, this canopy, I have about 4 canopies. We already destroyed one. Looks like a canopy gets destroyed about once a year. And this is number 2. I have another brand new one. And then I have another one that I use for DJing right now. So basically what happens is my what I've been doing is I've been, what do you call it? I've been using them for DJing, and then I kind of pass them off to this. It's kind of like use them at home. So anyways, back over there was where the arcade was originally going to be built. And just kind of took this as like, so like way over there. And I didn't really want to cut down a lot of trees, and I wanted to kind of keep things kind of together. So I decided, and this is kind of like what I've been clearing. So this is all kind of cleared. And then this is still stuff I need to clear. But I'm going to chop that tree down. There's one right, can't really see it on this little camera, but right there. And there's another one way over there. And you can see like an electrical pole back there. And that'll give me enough space, I think, here for a house and an arcade. And then it's winter time right now, but during the spring, all of this blooms. And it's a huge canopy of shade. So I think that might be a patio as far as like looking, as far as what I want to do. Just took some time to do this because I don't know if I've ever actually discussed like what these master plans are as far as what I want to do. But I still need to, like, you can kind of see here as far as how the clearing goes. Like over here it's more clear, and then over here it's not. You can kind of see just what the difference is. But I'm also making a walking trail. So this walking trail will kind of just go around like the house backyard or whatever you want to call it. And you can kind of see down this way. This will be a walking trail just to like kind of jog and, you know, do some fitness stuff. And there's a bench way back there, and I'm going to put 3 benches along the path. The path is going to be actually a 1/4 mile long. So it's a pretty decent path, but that's the idea. House isn't going to be like too big, I don't think. Not really looking at trying to maintain a huge house. But square footage wise, I would rather have a bigger arcade than a house, because that's where my enjoyment comes from. The house is just going to be to cook meals, relax, and sleep, really. Most of the fun stuff is going to happen in the arcade, so definitely want more space for that. But this is where the socket set was, so that's why we had to come all the way back here. And it's a bit of a walk. So yeah, so the backyard is going to have that 1/4 mile loop. And I already started clearing on that other side. I just got to connect the 2 paths in the back. And then eventually, you know, get all this cleared out, and, you know, after a while. But it takes a while. This other part that I've cleared here, I still need to clear kind of over here. But all of that took several months. And we ended up getting COVID. We ended up getting poison oak. You know, lots of different stuff. Lots of dangerous stuff. So we're trying to, like, kind of tame it a little bit. But once we get all that done, this will be kind of a cool spot. So, I mean, this will be like the front tree. I still got to kind of clean that up. It's got branches and stuff. And a lot of work to do still. But I think at the end of the day, it'll actually be kind of cool. It'll be a cool hangout spot. So, yeah. So I'm thinking that the arcade will be on this side, because I want the patio area to be back over there. And I don't know how it comes out on the camera, like size, because it's using the wide angle. I don't know if it looks bigger or smaller. But yeah, so you can see the electrical poles here. So that's cool. The only thing we're going to have to run is water. Water's going to probably be kind of pricey, because it's a maybe 300 yards into the street. It's a bit of a ways. But yeah, and then I got to clean up all of this and whatnot, and I don't know. Then we'll have that front yard, and then we'll have to work on the backyard. But it'll be pretty cool. It'll be pretty tranquil. I mean, there's not a lot going on, you know. We have wind, we have birds. When we're done, we'll have some music. Being able to hang out and barbecue and grill and stuff like that. So we're still trying to figure out what the plans are. Thinking a house arcade with a breezeway combo, so that way if it rains, we can, what do you call it? If it rains, we can kind of just walk between the arcade and the house without getting wet. But still have that breezeway so we can grill and stuff outside. I don't know. So that's the idea. So let's get these tools and let's head back to Pleiades, because I feel like I'm just kind of rambling on, trying to like dream as far as like what we're trying to do over here. All right, so let me get the screwdriver. I did find the big screwdriver that we used to take out the high voltage out of the anode cup. I need to take my drill back, and we gotta take the socket set back because we need a socket set in order to remove the chassis. So let's do that, and let's walk back. Okay, so we are back. Let's go ahead and take these screws out. Let's pull that out. Long screw, one more right here. I don't know if that one's as long. There we go. And let's see what happened in here. Now, I was actually debating, and I'm going to put this to the side real quick. So put the door over here. Now, I was debating what to do on this monitor because it looks like filthy. And it looks like this monitor's never been worked on. So I don't know what happened with this monitor specifically, but I'm thinking we need to just pull the chassis anyways and then just kind of work it. So let's get rid of the high voltage out of this anode, and let me go get the screwdriver for that. I forgot it on the other side. Let me grab it. Okay, so we got the back door off. We have the clip here to the chassis. The power's got to be off for the game. Anode cup is right back here, and you have to attach the other clip to the screwdriver. And basically, we're just trying to ground it. You should hear a pop. And we didn't hear anything. So I am wondering if the chassis is even getting high voltage. So we're gonna go ahead and just, it's like a little clip that we have to like pop off. I'm trying to get it popped off. Not hitting anything. Let's see which way the clip is. And you got to be careful because like this, you got to be careful when you're navigating this because you don't want the little clip to come off because that's what you're using as the ground. All right, so you got to be kind of careful with that. Where is the clip? Oh, there it is. Man, it is in there. Well, it's actually undone. Dang it. There it goes. Just checking to see if it has anything, which it doesn't. And then the next part is we have a quarter inch here. And we got to take these out just so that the chassis is removable. And this chassis is dirty, so I'm just gonna stick those right there. Got one more. Gotta pull off. It's about lunchtime too. I might take a break and go get some lunch once we get this out. So we got those there. Pull this off, stick it over here to the side. And let's see, now we're gonna move the neck board. Just kind of wiggle it carefully till you get it off. It's slowly coming off there. All right, so what do we got to remove? Gotta take this off like that. You gotta take the yoke connector off, which is here, and this looks like it's got a space. So how do we have it? It's kind of hard to tell here. Looks like they're all broken. Whew. So white, red, yellow, and then a space, and then the other white. It's going to be interesting to get that back. I'm going to try to keep it like that so that we kind of understand how to keep it together. And then there should be, we can take this off, which is the RGB. It's the video signal. Let me see. Let's set this down real quick. Let me see if I can grab that. I might need two hands. Okay, so we got it out. It is now out. The one thing I forgot to do is I forgot to unplug it. And I don't know if that had anything to do with something popped back here, like behind the flyback. I don't know what popped, but super duper loud, like probably would have like killed me. Like loud. I am so thankful to still be talking. I don't know what popped. That's crazy. Huh. would have popped back there? Something popped. I don't know if it was one of those caps. Because I would think it would be this that would pop like that. But no, it's over here. I don't know what popped. It was a huge spark too. There was still something loaded in this chassis. I don't know, this chassis, let me bring it out here to the light. This chassis is pretty nasty. Nothing's ever been done on it. Look at how like gross it is. It's pretty gross. Anyways, I'm gonna get rid of this chassis and we're gonna go pick up the other chassis, which should be ready to go. I don't know what happened with this one. That's crazy. Definitely have to clean this one, brush it off. Ooh, I have to brush this one off, recap it, and see if it fixes it. But yeah, still alive. Thank goodness. Good Lord. I wish I would have got it on camera. My life flashed before my eyes. All right, let me go grab the other one. Okay, so got our little life scare, and went and ate some tacos for lunch. And now I went and I picked up my bag that I have some chassis in to hopefully do a chassis swap. And I just can't remember which chassis is the right chassis. So I'm gonna go ahead and take a look at that right now. So get my bag of chassis here. I don't know what I have in here. I'm just kind of moving stuff out of the way. Man, everything's like a mess because I have not been outside and kept things going. But so this is where we're at. Just got kind of chassis thrown in here. And I need to look and see which one of these is the right one. Man, this... Oh yeah, so this I think is a 13-inch. Let me see what else we got. This is a 19-inch. And this looks like it's just something else altogether. Maybe like a K7000 or something. So it looks like this is the one that we need to use. Ooh, man, that was bad. See that? Whew, not good. Let's see how we get that off. It's like a nut or something on there. There we go. Whew. That could have been bad. Okay, so let's take this. And we'll go this way and come around to the back side over here. And we will come back here. Try to do this with one hand. So, oh, you know what? We need to pull off the video cable off that other one. And we need to hook up the degaussing. Man, that's like short, that degaussing. Let's go get the video cable off of the other one. I need a rake. Man, I have lots of stuff I need to do. I have like yard work. I have all kinds of crap I need to do. Okay, so let's see. So we're just gonna pull this video cable off the other one that sparked and scared the crap out of us. Okay, so let's take that back this way. Man, I had to take a moment just to like, just to relax a little bit because that was just super intense. So let's put this on. Can't really see. Ooh, let's get it situated there. All right, so when you put it on, usually you can tell which way it goes is because these little metal pins go towards away from that plastic. That's how you can always tell which way it needs to go. Right, because so you can test it, right? That's why those metal pins are there. Okay, let's kind of get this situated back in where it needs to go. Yeah, so I don't know what happened back there. It was kind of weird. So this one I did cap it, if I remember correctly. I capped it, but I did not, I don't think I replaced the flyback on it. flyback still looks old. But I don't think I was having issues with the flyback. I think it was only the caps that needed to be done. So the story behind this is it was actually it was like kind of like en route sort of, and it was in a missed pack, and it went out. And when it went out, okay, so I'm just connecting that to the neck board. When it went out, I didn't know what it was. Oops, that actually goes around this way, right? Shoot. Like that. Like that. There we go. I'm trying to get it right. So yeah, it went out. I did a cap kit, and all of a sudden, it came back to life. So then I had an extra one. And let's see, what do we need? Oh, we need that yoke connector, which I tried to kind of keep it straight and the way it needs to go. So let's try to get it back here. And it's all completely broken apart. Oh, come on, man, don't get hooked. Okay, so let's do these first three. And there was that kind of like white, red, white thing going on. Come on. There's that one. I think this is the right way. And then we had one space. Right? And then there's one way over there. Hopefully you can see that. But it's the three and it's a space and then the other. Okay, so we got the DeGauss, we got the video, we got the yoke. Got everything, I think, except for the power and flyback. So let's screw this in. Shoot, drop this screw. Again, very difficult to do one-handed, but we will make it work. I bring my tripod, but being kind of lazy. Oh, man, I totally missed that. Shoot. It's one of those days, guys. But at least we didn't get electrocuted, so we're okay. Man, I just need to get this thing started. Let me go ahead and stop real quick, because two hands would be better. Let me start it and get that going, and then I'll come back. Okay, so I got the two screws in, 1/4-inch screws, neck board's hooked up, everything's hooked up. I am going to hook up the flyback again. I am just going to make sure there's no charge in there. So I have the one clip to the chassis, and I got the other one right there. I don't have anything, so I'm going to go ahead and take this, and you can kind of see how it clips in. Has like those two like little clips. You can kind of see that. So just gonna clip one, and then hopefully clip the other. Just like that. Just make sure. There's been so many times where this thing comes off. See, just like that. Want to make sure that it's like really clipped in pretty good. So just kind of like pulling back that little suction cup thing, and then trying to get it in there. So you can hook the one side, but sometimes it's kind of hard to hook the other side. Let me try to do that with two hands. So it's kind of hard to do it with the one hand. Okay, so we got that in there. What is this? I don't know what this is. What is this? Why am I not knowing? Oh, is this for the... Oh, it's not for the power, is it? Is that how the power was hooked up? Huh. No, I mean, it doesn't fit. What does this go to? Where is the power, by the way? I need to find that. was like, that's a weird cable. I'm trying to think what this is. It almost looks like a video signal or something. I don't know what this goes to. What does this go to? Is this here? What did we unplug? What do we still need to plug in? What is this? What am I forgetting? I don't know. Okay, we do need the power. Where is the power? Where did the power cable go for the monitor? And what the heck is this? That is really weird. Where did the power cable go? Where is the power cable? It should be coming off of... Where the heck did the power cable go? Oh, you know what? Did the power cable on the other monitor, was it different? That's what that is. That's exactly what that is. This was the power cable. Great. So I wonder if we are going to need to splice in a new cable. That's what that is. This was the old power cable. So it has 3 versus the other. It has 2. Let's go look. I bet you anything that's what it is. That's exactly what that is. So what do we want to do? Yeah, look at that connector. That's what that is. Okay, so we have a couple options here. We can splice in a new power cable. Which way do we want to go, though? I think this is the more standard, like, Geo7 type connector, right? Let me look at that other Geo7 that I have. I have another Geo7 that's for that 13-inch. And I know I have a Miss Pack and I have a Galaga. Yep. That is more the standard connector, I think, that I've seen on Geo7s. So I think what we're going to do is we're going to make that other chassis, or make the one that's coming for Pleiades, make it more the standard Geo7 style plug connector. Because the thing is, I mean, let's just say we'll convert this. We just got to figure out what's what. And then do we have much slack? We have a little bit, not much. I have a little bit of slack there. Where's this coming from? It's got to be coming way from the power transformer. But where is it actually coming from? I feel like it's maybe spliced somewhere. No, it looks like it's maybe coming all the way down. Maybe? Always try to figure out. I always forget about this. About sometimes the stuff's just not plug and play because of that. Let me go see what I have for connectors and see if we can find something that we can just splice this in. And then I don't even. This has got to be ground in the middle, right? It's always ground, I think, right? Might have to cut it, splice it, just kind of hand wire it in and just double check it before we make a connector. Let me see if I even have connectors. I should have some connectors because I bought a whole bunch of them. Let me go look. Okay, so I went and I got my wire strippers. I went and got my crimpers. So I have crimpers here. And then I also went and got, I had 2 packages here. I couldn't remember if it was the male or female or whatever it was. So it actually should be this one. So I went and just kind of just grabbed whatever because I couldn't remember which part goes where. But should fit. I think it's pretty standard sizes. But you never know, so you always want to double check. If I can get one of these out. I guess we're going to need one of these guys. And then we'll need one of the little plastic parts. And then we'll close up the other part. So this is the part we need. So this is the part we need, and it goes in and it just clicks like that. So now the metal pins that we need, if we look at the end here, those are like the male ends. It's kind of hard to see. Focus on this, like it's crazy. So it's a male, so these are females. See how they have the hole? All right, so then the other side of that, oh, I'm sorry, these will all be females. So the other side is the other bag, actually. And the other bag has males. So they're like, you can see them that they're just like kind of like little sticks. So basically what we need to do is we need to cut this, and then we need to cut a couple of these pins out, crimp them, and then put them onto the new connector, and then that should fix it. I mean, that'll make it have the power. So the first thing I'm going to do is I'm going to cut this, and I'm going to cut it pretty close. So I'll take this. Let me see if I can do this again with one hand, because I'm being like super lazy and I'm not connecting in the other tripod. And actually, I think I have a deep pinning tool. I could have probably just unpinned it, now that I think about it. I think I could have done that. Then what was it? It was brown that was in the middle. So I'm thinking that these two are the hot ones. So, whoops, wrong one. So let's see, let's adjust this. Since the ground is not used on this one, I'm just gonna take that and just strip it just like that, and take it like that. And then I'm just gonna kind of hot wire this right now, if it works. And I'm just gonna kind of feed these in here like this. Dump that other little piece. So I just want to see if the chassis works and everything else is good to go. So I'm just gonna kind of force this in. And a lot of times I just do this just to try things out without really pinning it up right away. So I need to work on that. So let me kind of get that finagled in there, and then we'll come back. Okay, so I had to come get side cutters, because I need to actually cut a couple of these pins out. I was gonna kind of let me see if I can get this. There we go. I was gonna try to just like hot wire it, kind of, just to see if it works. But there we go. But I didn't feel comfortable the way the pin, the way I've done it in the past, and I haven't had any issues with it. But I couldn't get it to work right. So I was not feeling comfortable the way it was sitting. So I was like, you know what? Let's just go ahead and pin it. So either way, we're gonna make this work one way or the other, right? So right now I'm just stripping the stuff, and then gonna crimp it real quick, just like that. So that should be good crimp. Then we have the brown, which is the ground, and then usually I cut a whole bunch of I strip a bunch of the wire. I don't need that much when I'm doing the pins, so I'm gonna go ahead and cut a lot of that off. Let me grab another pin real quick. So we'll use the little cutters to, actually I just have this camera just sitting kind of on the side of Pac-Man over here, and the back door kind of works fairly well. I think I've done that before. We were doing something on Pleiades. Pleiades is one of those games that it works, but I was thinking it wasn't working. It turns out that's the way the game looks. So I was trying to fix something that wasn't needing to be fixed. Kind of ratchet that down just a little bit. Hopefully not too much. Yeah, maybe a little bit too much. And then stick that in there. Hopefully we pinned it right, or hopefully we crimped it right. There we go. So we should have those 2 pins. Then you just basically feed them into the little case here, and they should click. So that one didn't click, so I'm gonna push it back in. Let's see. Let's try to push it in all the way. That one's not clicking in. Wonder why. Oh, I wonder. It looks like it's not crimped all the way. Let me crimp that last little bit. Yeah, for some reason something's not working. It's more than likely something you did wrong. That's what I've always figured out. So it just doesn't look like it's crimped all the way. So that looks like it's crimped. Okay, so this should go in and click. Whoa, just like that. Now let's see if this will go in, make contact, all that good stuff. Let's see. Okay, so that's in. We'll move all this stuff out of the way. And then just double check your work, make sure you don't have any screws or anything else laying around. And then this ground wire just doesn't do anything now. So we got just the 2. Everything looks like it's on. Everything's connected. Okay, so I don't really know what's going to happen with this monitor or why the other one sparked. So I think I'm going to turn the power off. I have it on a power strip. I'm going to have the power off and plug it up and then just do it on the power strip and see what happens, just to be safe. Because, I don't know, this chassis has been sitting a while. I don't know what happened to the other chassis. So we're going to see. I don't know if this interlock is needed. I don't know if it's working on this one. So let's see what happens. I'm going to flip it on right now. I don't think it's on. Let me see. I'm coming around to the other side. Yeah, it's not on. So that interlock needs to be on. Some of these games, the interlock is hooked up and sometimes it's not. You know, it's like, it's kind of hit and miss. But on this one, it's definitely hooked up. Oh, man. It's like a rake here. I almost like pulled a, what's his name? What's his name? Bob? Yeah, but what's his name? Sideshow Bob. Sideshow Bob, that episode where he keeps hitting the rakes. Okay, so let's try it again. We're going to go ahead and try to hit the power again. All right, so yeah, it's definitely on this time. I don't see sparking or anything coming out of the monitor. Which is good. But it also could be bad. Like there's nothing on the monitor, like the monitor's not coming on. So I'm trying to figure out what's going on. Yeah, monitor still doesn't look like it's on. I'm on the other side, by the way. Huh. Voltage check? Check voltage? Should I have done that first? Always check your voltages. I just thought it was something to do with the chassis. I had been meaning to replace that chassis anyways. Huh. Let me try reseating the... Let's see. It doesn't sound like it got high voltage at all. Like it didn't get power. Huh. maybe we didn't get power here for some reason. Maybe we did something wrong. Which means, like, that, you know, maybe we didn't pin something right, or it's not making a good connection. Quite possibly. Let's try it again. Still not hearing anything high voltage wise. Not hearing much. Go check and see if there's a picture, because sometimes you just don't hear it. I need to just set up my mirror. And no, still don't have a picture. So, guess next step is multimeter, which should have been the first step. Let me grab my multimeter. Let me see what's going on. Maybe it's just not getting voltage. Maybe you did something wrong, which is possible. Huh, interesting. Okay, so I'm gonna unplug it. Game went off. It doesn't sound like it actually had voltage on it. All right, let me grab my multimeter, and then I am going to test this and see what I did, if it's even right. Because maybe, shoot, maybe that thing was hooked up differently. And or maybe I just pinned it wrong, whatever, and then we can just kind of take it from there. Okay, so went and grabbed the multimeter, and I have it connected in here. It's connected to the power, and then I have it on my voltage here. So now what it should be showing is it should be showing 120 when I plug that up. And what's going on? Let's see what happened here. I don't understand. Showing 16, like 15.6 volts. Why is it showing that? Well, that could be the reason why the other one didn't work. Although this chassis does look a lot cleaner. Huh. Why? Why is it doing that? That's weird. So let me just pull this out. Let me just get it connected onto there. Hey, maybe this is connected wrong. Because the other one's showing 102. Or is my multimeter just like not working? Okay, let's see what's going on here. It's showing 102. That's super weird. Super duper weird. Yeah, it's showing 15 volts. I tap it to the ground. Is there another connector in here? It's showing 102. Let me flip that around again. Even 102, oh, there it is. That's it right there. So it's not the blue. I gotta swap the blue and the brown. Those are wrong. The blue and the brown are wrong. Okay. Huh, that sucks. Let's see. We could do this like one of two ways. You know, that thing that I have, it's for, I think it's for a JAMA harness. Man, is that right? that it's wired like that. That's kind of weird. Oh well, I guess we're gonna bite the bullet on this and swap the way this thing's hooked up. Which sucks, because that's kind of wasted. This is the reason why I kind of test it ahead of time. Because I hate doing something the wrong way and then you have to like redo it. And then not only that, but it like shortens the, what do you call it, the wire. You know, each time you cut it. Which, I mean, you could go ahead and rewire it in, but still, that's like, it's not ideal. So what I'm going to do is pull some more of these pins off, probably order some more online. It just sucks. I'm trying to get just the pins and not the other part. There we go. It smells like somebody's barbecuing. Just not too bad. And I think I still got to run to like Lowe's, go get some siding for the storeroom because I got to redo that. That's another spring break project. Okay, so let me put that all up there. Let me get the crimpers and do all this stupid crap again. Which sucks. Just like that. Stick this in. Sounds like the Texas Chainsaw Massacre over there. You can hear that. Okay. Alright. So what did we say? The blue, right? It was the blue. That was no good. I think that's what we said. So I'm just gonna cut this off. I think what I might do is just cut it a little bit so maybe I can splice it later. And we'll take the... You said the blue was no good, right? Man, short-term memory. Alright. Some jets flying over. Man, those guys are loud. It's freaking awesome. Probably F-16s for those of you that know your planes. They repair them right in town. So they do like little test flights. I'm always afraid whenever I'm flying my drone that we're gonna end up colliding. Sometimes they're flying, it seems lower than, I can fly up to 400 feet, and sometimes it seems like they're just like right at that cusp of like 400 feet. It's kind of crazy. Okay, so we got those. So let's grab. Let's grab another plastic connector. Just double check. Yes, that is right. And we're like super short now. Let's see if it goes in, if we got a good connector. Let's go in. Okay, man, it's not gonna reach now, is it? Son of a gun. Where is it coming from? Is it like hooked anywhere? Can we unclip it? Gosh, it's so close. Maybe I cut it a little too short. It's pretty freaking close. Oh well, let's try to see if anything comes on. Pull that. I'm gonna flip off the power strip because I think this is gonna work. Not to what do you call it? All right, so let's flip it on and see what happens. Okay, it sounds like we got high voltage that time. So I always like to stay and kind of watch it a little bit, just to see what it does. Man, there's a lot of stress on that connector. It's like almost like I got to rewire the power. So let's go around. I'm gonna look, see if anything's on the screen. Okay, so now it looks like we have something on the screen. But now, is it the adjustments? Is it the sync? I don't know what it is. Okay, sorry, Amazon package came through. So I had to go address that and make sure that the dog didn't get ran over. So it looks like we got a picture, but I don't know if it's the sync or if it just needs an adjustment. So I have a mirror set up in the front. I'm trying to see like where the image is at. So I have an image up in the front, and hey, hold on. I think we got something there. So I'm trying to just kind of do some adjustments. See if we can get the image going. But I think we have something at least. This is where we are at. And you can kind of see like things are kind of like folded over, it's squished. The focus doesn't look too bad. Just kind of messing around with it. I couldn't really see it. I could definitely dial it in better. But the monitor's back, which is nice. It looks like there's like some weird graphical glitches. Let me see. Let me see if I can just coin it up. Yeah, it looks like there's graphical glitches all through there. So it might be two issues that we got going on. Huh. I don't know. I have to take a look more at this and see if I can get a better mirror adjustment and whatnot. And see if I can... We need a good monitor to see if we have any graphics issues. But it definitely looks like we have some graphic issues. So I don't know if things need to be reseated or what's going on. There's definitely a few different things going on. We're closer. So let me see if I can work on a little bit more and then I'll report back. Okay, so my niece went to go take a shower. She was coming back and she helped me adjust things. So it looks like we're good. Now, all these other things, and it's supposed to have like a black background, all that other stuff, I believe is a result of, I just need to reseat some ROMs because there's some weird things going on here that are not supposed to be going on. So I'm going to try to reseat the ROMs and all that. And I think now it's more of a PCB issue. It's not really the monitor anymore. So good news, monitor seems to be doing okay. And can kind of just move on to the PCB. I also bought a Phoenix PCB that I'm going to see if I can just go ahead and throw in here and see if that just works. And I might just play Phoenix for a bit and, you know, get Pleiades going. And then, you know, just kind of take it from there. Get a little bit of variety, a little something different. Because I know that they're the same, like, pinout. So it should just be plug and play. But yeah, because look at this. I mean, that's not right. There's a lot of stuff that's not right here. So, success! We got the monitor back up and going. So that means all the monitors are working again. And now it's just kind of working on this PCB. Or we can just do a PCB swap whenever Phoenix comes in. All right, so that will do it for this episode of Bomb Diggity Arcade. Thank you for going on this little trip with me. We did everything from looking at games, looking at the future arcade, to trying to do a chassis swap on a G07, which we did. And, you know, I think we're on the right track, which is great news. Yeah, this is just, something's not right. It's not supposed to, it's supposed to be a black background. So I don't know what's going on. It's definitely something. I'm going to try reseating the ROM, see if that fixes it. But be sure to like, subscribe, and I will see you on the next episode.